Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining our presentation. We are from Group 4. At first, I want to introduce the member of the group. My name is Anisan Rusafitri, and then Sela Marfatul Jannah, and the last one is Luki Agung. We will presentation about individual variation. Okay, let's get started our presentation. To Sela, please to be present.
Chapter 4 Individual Variation. Chapter outlet Number 1 Intelligence. Discuss what intelligence, theory of multiple intelligence, the neuroscience of intelligence, and some controversies and issue. Number 2 Learning and thinking style. Describe learning and thinking style. Number 3 Personality and temperaments. Characterize the nature of personality and temperament. Number 1 Intelligent atau kecerdasan. What is intelligent? What does the term intelligence mean to psycholog? Some experts describe intelligence as the ability to solve problems. Others describe it as the capacity to adapt and learn from experience. Still, others argue that intelligence includes characteristics such as creativity and interpersonal skill. Apa arti istilah kecerdasan bagi para psikolog? Beberapa pakar menggambarkan bahwa kecerdasan sebagai kesanggupan untuk memecahkan problem. Yang lain menggambarkan sebagai kemampuan untuk beradaptasi dan belajar dari pengalaman. Dan sebagian yang lain membantah bahwa kecerdasan mencakup karakteristik seperti kreativitas dan keterampilan antar pribadi. Novelis Inggris abad ke-20, Aldous Huxley mengatakan bahwa intelijen adalah salah satu milik kita yang paling berharga, berbeda dengan usia, berat badan maupun tinggi badan. Intelijen atau kecerdasan tidak dapat diukur secara langsung. Intelijen hanya bisa dievaluasi dengan cara mengamati atau bisa juga dilihat dari hasil beberapa ujian maupun tes-tes tertulis. Beberapa pakar lain mengatakan bahwa intelijen sebagai keahlian memecahkan masalah atau problem solving, kemampuan beradaptasi, dan belajar dari kehidupan sehari-hari. Theory of multiple intelligence. Teori tentang kecerdasan. Sternberg Structure Theory according to Robert J. Sternberg. Structure Theory of Intelligence. Intelligence comes in three forms: analytical, creative, and practical. Number 1, analytical intelligence. Analytical intelligence involves the ability to analyze, judge, evaluate, compare, and contrast. Kecerdasan analitis mencakup kesanggupan untuk menganalisis, menilai, mengevaluasi, membandingkan, dan membedakan. Number 2, creative intelligence. Creative intelligence consists of the ability to create, design, invent, organize, and imagine. Kecerdasan kreatif terdiri dari kemampuan untuk menciptakan, merancang, dan membayangkan. Practical intelligence focuses on the ability to ask, apply, implement, and put into practice. Praktek intelligence terfokus pada kemampuan untuk menggunakan, menerapkan, dan menjalankan sebuah praktek. The neuroscience of intelligence atau ilmu kecerdasan is having a bigger brain linked to higher intelligence. Apakah memiliki otak yang lebih besar terhubung dengan kecerdasan yang lebih tinggi? Are individual with bigger brain more intelligence than those with smaller brain? Intelligence using MRI scan to assess total brain volume include a moderator correlation, about 1.3 to 1.4, between brain size and intelligence. Apakah individu dengan otak lebih besar lebih cerdas daripada mereka dengan otak yang lebih kecil. Penelitian yang menggunakan MRI scan untuk meneliti volume otak secara total menunjukkan bahwa kolerasi yang sedang sekitar 1,3 hingga 1,4 antara ukuran otak dan kecerdasan. Is intelligence located in certain brain regions? Apakah kecerdasan berada di tempat tertentu? Other research have found that intelligence is distributed more widely across brain regions. Early consensus was that the frontal lobes are the linking location of intelligence. Some experts continue to emphasize that high-level thinking skills involved in intelligence are linked to the prefrontal cortex. Neural network involving the frontal and parietal lobes is related to higher intelligence. Albert Einstein's total brain size was average, but a region of the brain practical lobe that is very active in processing math and spatial information was 15% larger than average. Peneliti lain telah menemukan bahwa intelijen tersebar lebih luas di daerah otak. Konsensus awal menemukan bahwa lobus frontal lah kemungkinan lokasinya intelijen. Namun beberapa pakar terus mendasarkan bahwa keterampilan berpikir tingkat tinggi yang terlibat dalam kecerdasan berkaitan dengan korteks prefrontal. Jaringan syaraf yang melibatkan frontal dan lobus berhubungan dengan kecerdasan yang lebih tinggi. Total ukuran otak Albert Einstein adalah rata-rata, tetapi daerah otak bagian pangkal daun yang sangat aktif dalam memproses matematika dan informasi, sekitar 15% lebih besar daripada rata-rata. The speed at which the brain processes information linked to intelligence. Apakah kecepatan di mana otak memproses informasi terhubung dengan kecerdasan? Examining the neuroscience of intelligence has also led to study of the role the neurology speed may play in intelligence. Although a race to the found children who are given show faster processing speed and more accurate processing of information than children who are not given. Memeriksa ilmu syaraf kecerdasan juga menuntun pada penelitian tentang peran yang mungkin dimainkan oleh kecepatan neurologis dalam kecerdasan. Meskipun sebuah peneliti baru-baru ini mendapati bahwa anak-anak yang berbakat memperlihatkan kecepatan pemrosesan yang lebih cepat dan pemrosesan informasi yang lebih akurat daripada anak-anak yang tidak berbakat. Controversy and issue in intelligence. Is nature or not true more important in determining intelligence? Improving children's environments can raise their intelligence. It also means that enriching children's environments can improve their school achievement and promote the acquisition of skill needed for employment. Influence of environments on intelligence. A 12 up to 18 points increase in IQ was found when children are adopted from low-income families into middle and upper-income families.
Okay, the next presentation will be presented by me. 2. Learning and thinking style. What learning and thinking style? Learning and thinking style. Intelligence refer to ability. Learning and thinking style are not abilities, but rather preferred ways of using one abilities. A. Impulsive or reflective style. Impulsive or reflective style, also referred to as conceptual tempo, involve a sudden tendency either to act quickly and impulsive or to take more time to respond and reflect on the accuracy of an answer. Impulsive students often make more mistakes than reflective students. Research on impulsivity or reflection show that reflective students are more likely than impulsive students to do well at the following tasks: remembering structured information, reading comprehension and text interpretation, and problem solving and decision making. Strategies for working with impulsive children. You're likely to have some children in your classroom who are impulsive. You can help them become less impulsive by adopting the following strategies. Number 1. Monitor students in the class to determine which ones are impulsive. 2. Talk with impulsive students about taking their time to think through an answer before they respond. 3. Encourage students to label new information as they work with it. 4. Model the reflective style as a teacher. 5. Help students set high standards for their performance. 6. Recognize when impulsive students start to take more time to reflect. Compliment them on their improvement. And the last one, 6. Quote students in creating their own plan to reduce impulsivity. B. Deep or surface style. Deep or surface style involve how students approach learning materials. Do they do this in a way that helps them understand the meaning of the material or a simple what need to be learned? Students who approach learning with a surface style fail to tie what they are learning into a large conceptual framework. They tend to learn in a passive way, often rotely memorizing information. Deep learners are more likely to actively construct what they learn and give meaning to what they need to remember. Thus, deep learning takes a constructivist approach to learning. Deep learning also are more likely to be self-motivated to learn, where surface learners are more likely to be motivated to learn because of external reward, such as grades and positive feedback from teachers. I recently asked teachers to identify the strategies they use to influence their student learn and thinking style. Following are the recommendations. Strategies for helping surface learners think more deeply. 1. Monitor students to determine which one are surface learners. 2. Discuss with students the importance of going beyond rote memorization. Encourage them to connect what they are learning now with what they have learned in the past. 3. Ask questions and give assignments that require students to fit information into a large framework. For example, instead of just asking students to name the capital of a particular state, ask them if they have visited the capital and what their experiences were. Which other cities are located in that section of the United States? Or how large or small the city? 4. Be a model who processes information deeply rather than just stretching the surface. 5. Avoid asking questions that require pat answer. C. Optimistic or pessimistic style. Optimistic or pessimistic style involve having either a positive or optimistic or negative pessimistic outlook on the future. in the optimistic child describe how parent, teacher, and coach can instill optimism in children, which he argues help to make them more resilient, less likely to become depressed, and more likely to succeed academically. A study of adolescents found that having an optimistic style of thinking predicted a reduction in suicidal ideation. Another study revealed that adolescents with an optimistic thinking style had a lower risk of developing depressive symptoms than their pessimistic counterparts. Interest developing depressive symptoms than their pessimistic contrasts. Interest has been directed toward applying the concept of academic optimism to teaching. This concept emphasizes that positive academic outcomes will occur if teachers 1. Believe they can make a difference in their student academic achievement. 2. Trust student and parents to cooperate in this object. 3. Believe in their ability to overcome problems and be resilient in the face of difficulty. Three. Personality and temperament. What are personality and temperament? We have seen that it's important to be aware of individual variation in children's cognition. It also is important to understand individual variation in their personality and temperament. A. Personality. Personality refers to distinctive thoughts, emotions, and behavior that characterize the way an individual adapts to the world, building with the exploration of new identities. The big five personality factors, as with intelligence, psychologists are interested in identifying the main dimension of personality. Some call it ocean and spell it OCAANN. O. Openness. Conclude imaginative or participle, interest in variety or routine, independent of conforming. C. Conciseness, organized of disorganized, careful of careless, disciplined or impulsive. A. Extraversion, sociable or retiring, fun-loving or somber, actinate or reserved. A. Agreeableness, soft-hearted or ruthless, trusting or suspicious, helpful or uncooperative, neuroticism, and neuroticism or emotional stability, calm or anxious, secure or insecure, self-satisfied or self-pitying. B. Temperament. Temperament is closely related to personality and to learning and thinking style. Temperament is a person's behavioral style and characteristic way of responding. Some students are active, others are calm, some respond warmly to people, others feel and threats. Such description involve variation in temperament. Another way of describing temperament is in terms of predisposition toward emotional reactivity and self-regulation. They conclude that there are three basic styles or clusters of temperament. 1. An easy child is generally a positive mood, quietly establishes a regular routine in infants, and adapt easily to new experience. 2. A difficult child reacts negatively and cries frequently. in changes in irregular daily routine, and is slow to accept change. 3. A slow to warm up child has a low activity level, is somewhat negative, and display a low intensity of mood. Research have found to characterize the structure of temperament. Here are descriptions of the three temperament dimensions. 1. Extroversion or surgency include approach, pleasure, activity, smiling, and laughter. 2. Negative affectivity consists of fear, frustration, sadness, and discomfort. The children are easily distressed. They may fret and cry often. 3. Effortful control or self-regulation is an important dimension of temperament. In men who are high in effortful control show an ability to keep. Strategies for teaching children with different temperament. Here are some teaching strategies related to studying temperament. 1. Show attention to and respect for individuality. Teachers need to be sensitive to each student's signal and needs. The goal of good teaching might be accomplished in one way with one student, in another way with another student, depending on the student temperament. 2. Consider the structure of the student environment. Crowded, noisy classroom often pose greater problem for a difficult child than for an easy child. 3. Be aware of problems that can emerge from labeling a child difficult and applying package programs from difficult children. Okay, here are some effective strategies for dealing with difficult children in the classroom. Try to avoid confrontation and power struggle by anticipating problem situation for the student. If the student engages in disturbed behavior, intervene at the first instant of the description. Evaluate the physical context of the classroom. 4. Use effective strategies with shy and slow to warm up student. Example, don't place the type of student immediately into group activities and let the student become involved in a group at his or her own pace initial. Assign student, help shy. And 5. Help children with problem controlling their emotion to regulate their behavior. In this regard, you can 1. Control your emotion when interacting with students, and then recognize that you are an important person in being able. Okay everyone, it was what we share with you. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.